Conservation meeting today, April 23rd, 2019.
No bill?
Mr. Reinhardt won't be able to make it today.
Oh,
And now we have a senior Democrat from the old school here,
good for you.
and probably the only Democrat in the room, other than a couple of people. So you can realize how this meeting can go very fast.
Very fast, no talking, no
talking,
discussion of
no nothing, you
anything.
follow the line.
Matter of fact, it might all be decided already.
That was done early in the afternoon.
I owe you one now, Gil.
I know you do. Well, all kidding aside, how about the minutes from the last meeting? Take a motion? Motion. Second? Anybody question on it? Okay. First one, resolution number 180, public hearing on proposed local law number J for 218. I think I'm being told that.
218.
Table.
180.
Table, 180. Number 2, local law number J for 2018, local law of the county of Albany, New York, establishing the color
Also tabled.
requirements for petroleum bulk storage tanks, and that's also being tabled.
Also tabled.
Am I correct? All right.
Okay.
The resolution number 337, updated and created Albany County Master Water Plan to promote travel, tourism, recreation, and waterfront development on the Hudson and Mohawk Rivers in Albany County.
We're going to withdraw that for now and resubmit after we change the language.
Okay, withdrawn by the sponsor. Public hearing on proposed local law number D for 2019. What are we doing now?
The sponsor's
That's,
the sponsor's not here.
He's not here, or she's not here, the one we're here.
Table.
Now, how many times has it been tabled?
I believe this is the second. This will be the first time it's tabled our sponsor. It was tabled last month as well.
Who's the sponsor?
Ms. Cunningham.
This guy. Okay. Number 5, resolution number 123, a resolution to establish Albany County as a polyner-friendly municipality. I think, Doug, is that yours?
Yeah, we contacted Parks and Recreation, we've contacted DPW, and people don't seem to have a problem. What the cost, is going to be minimal. There will be a slight cost, but it'll be well below $5,000, the limit. The cost will be from changing seed, because they seed now with a different kind of seed, which they'll be required to use, which will cost a little bit more, but the seed price is not that much. So we haven't got a fiscal impact statement from the county executive yet, but I think it's going to be fine, so I'd like it voted out as submitted tonight. And
Any
to the
questions?
floor.
Doug, is this the thing we discussed last month about getting input from the commissioner too?
Yeah, we contacted.
What did they say?
Well, right now, Parks and Recreation were very favorable. They said they're gonna have to do it anyways. The park,
Lawson Lake.
Lawson Lake.
Right, right. And they said that they want to do a
What
bird.
is this?
I talked to the commissioners today, that's why I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't see that,
talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Lawson Lake, they've already, are planning a bird sanctuary. And so this would fit in really well with what they're trying to do, which is native plants that wildlife likes. So they asked me for information and whatever. So they were very favorable towards it, though they hadn't had time to come up with any kind of numbers for us. So they didn't really think their numbers were going to be that important for that project. And I talked to Department of Lisa Ramundo from Department of Public Works today, and she said she was really sorry. She'd actually gotten the email, but they hadn't had time to research it, so they hadn't gotten back to us. But basically, we talked about it, and she said, okay, we mow on the side of the road. And I'm like, well, we don't really want our butterflies and bees get run over, so we're talking about the strip behind the mowed area. And she's like, oh, yeah, we want native plants to be over there. That's not going to be a problem. She says, it costs $4,000 for an acre of pollinator seed. And she said that would go a long way. I don't think it's going to be a heavy lift, but we don't have the numbers for you right now. We're sending it to our policy analyst. And so that's the roads, which is the big thing. And then she said when it came to, there's a pond that they run, but also the rail trail. The rail trail is kind of cool because they already have a lot of native plants on the rail trail, and it's an opportunity to actually educate the public and identify certain plants, whatever. So they're into planting there. and the pond also is fine. And then,
Oh, Anley Pond.
yeah, that's about what we said. Those are what they're involved in. So they were favorable, but they didn't have the final analysis done yet.
Is this something
So, I think they were gonna try to send a policy analyst tonight, because Lisa was gonna run by at 5, but then she had to take off.
They didn't show.
All right. To answer my colleagues up here in the committee, they all like to know where you're from, I believe it's Cornell.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name's Grace Nichols. It's myself and Save the Pine Bush and some of the environmentalists who wrote this and are asking for a resolution. We really appreciate all you're doing all around it.
And like I said earlier to my fellow committee members here, that every time I've been a chairman of a committee, I let the public speak too, because I don't think, there's no reason not to let them speak. I know that's not the policy today. Things have changed enormously, but I feel very comfortable that people coming down here speak.
Thank you.
That's why I let
Yay.
them speak.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Gary.
I'm just ignorant of your rules.
What was that? Okay, now we've been our rules, because they've changed quite frequently the last 2 years. Go ahead, Gary.
I'd like to move it out. We had a meeting of our Buckingham Pond Conservatory over the weekend, and we're gonna be planting more of those type flowers around the pond, the backside, so that we can get more butterflies and help the whole area and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, we're an innovative neighborhood, so I think that the county should follow our lead.
Okay.
So I would make a motion to move it out.
That's Buckingham?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
second.
Sam, second. And to speak on the thing, last month we had a big discussion on this, and we held it for a month and see the results. Everybody's in harmony. So it's nice to have input. Anybody opposed to it? Looks like it's unanimous.
There you go.
We're gonna get it out of here, Doug.
Yay.
Time and input. Okay, resolution number 123, to establish Albany County, oh, we just read that.
Nope, number 6.
Local law number 6 for 213, local law to the use of reusable shopping bags to eliminate the use of.
This will be tabled because the public hearing.
That's table for public hearing.
That's it. Motion adjourned. Good job, guys.
The governor.
Good job, good job.